This Memorial Day, the American Legion hosts a special ceremony to honor our veterans. I'm Bronte Sorotsky with the details.
Plus, St. Louis veterans work to get a proper burial for a Navy veteran with no known relatives. And a Disney princess makes an appearance in Joplin. We'll tell you who stopped by. Color Me Rad. The KOAM News at 10 starts right now. And thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Chris Warner. This Memorial Day weekend, local veterans are taking the time to honor those the holiday is all about, our fallen heroes. KOAM's Bronte Sorotsky has more on the importance of taking the time to honor those who sacrificed so much for our freedom.
Let's put forward. Ready, A. Ready, A.
This Memorial Day weekend, many people everywhere will be traveling or just enjoying an extra day off. The local veterans want people to remember why we can take a day off in the first place.
If it wasn't for the veterans, we may not be having Memorial Day. They're the ones that saved the country, that made this country, and continue to serve every day of the year for it. American Legion, even though we're all veterans, we still continue to serve both the community and our veterans.
The American Legion Post 13 is honoring veterans with the help of Peace Church Cemetery, ensuring they receive the respect they deserve.
Today we're putting flags on the veterans' graves. We've asked the American Legion Post 13 to come and join with us and put those veterans' flags on their graves. And so we'll be marching around to each veteran's graves that we have names for.
They place an emphasis on ensuring our veterans are honored as a sign of gratitude for serving their country. One Post member's father, who passed away, was finally honored after not being able to.
One of our members, Dick Bourne, his father died, and he was a World War II vet, and at the time that he died, for some reason, the government was pretty well shut down, and so he never got his military honors when they buried him. So Dick asked if today, while when we fire our volleys and play taps, if we got on his father also, and we're very proud to do that.
The Post wants people to think about and honor those who passed away, and remember why we have the freedom to celebrate this day. In Joplin, Bronte Sorotsky, KOAM News.
For more information on other Memorial Day ceremonies happening across the 4 states, you can head to our website at KOAMnewsnow.com. Well, St. Louis veterans worked with a local hospital to provide a burial with full military honors for a Navy vet with no known loved ones. The solemn ceremony was a powerful way to commemorate the true meaning of Memorial Day. Ryan Henson has the story.
One final ride for a man who put his life on the line for our country.
All veterans, they signed their name on a dotted line. They committed to protecting our country, protecting our freedoms. They all deserve their dignified burial.
Neil Nighthawk Hill leads the band of Patriot Guard riders through St. Louis to Jefferson Barracks, the final resting place of an unnamed veteran who died in Barnes Jewish Hospital's care. So not much is known about the Navy veteran, but he served from 1967 to 72. And the Office of Decedent Affairs at Barnes Jewish Hospital says they looked for 6 months looking for loved ones left behind. The BJC Veterans Connect group was side by side with Patriot Guard riders.
When people leave the military, the one thing they miss the most is those that served by their side. We never leave a comrade behind, and that's true even after we've hung up our uniform.
The Healthcare Network says care doesn't stop after a person passes on. Chandra White with Barnes Jewish Hospital heads the only Office of Decedent Affairs in the state. After an unsuccessful search of loved ones, she was happy a caring community was there in the end.
Make sure that you stay in touch with your family, and so when this time comes that they're there to represent your loved ones.
A special tribute just before Memorial Day weekend.
And to be able to support this veteran as all of us did today, and to receive that flag is very touching. I know all of us there were teary-eyed.
Ryan Henson, 5 on your side.
Well, back in the Southwest Missouri at Color Me Rad from 10 to noon, they surprised their guests by bringing in a special guest, Princess Elsa from Frozen. They were treated with a performance of her singing songs from the movie, followed by a book reading, arts and crafts, and lastly, possibly most importantly, a dance party.
The little girls kept wanting to go back to Elsa and hug her, and she didn't want to leave. And, you know, unfortunately, Elsa's only here for 2 hours, and so the poor little girl started crying. But the kids are so excited. We had one little girl that didn't know Elsa was going to be here, and when she walked into the room, Elsa was singing, and the pure joy, that look on her face.
Color Me Rad has locations in Joplin and Webb City. This afternoon at the Hideout Harley-Davidson, the Four Kings Law Enforcement Motorcycle Club hosted a car and motorcycle show for Memorial Weekend. The event was held to raise money for police officers, firefighters, other first responders, and military.
That money is used directly for anybody injured or just in need. Any officer, EMT, firefighter, military, that's what we're here to help for. Military, all these first responders, they don't make a lot of money. So when in their time of need, we want to be there financially to help them out as best we can.
Four Kings is a nonprofit club. And it was a gorgeous day across the 4 states to do anything Memorial Day related. Nick Kelly joining us.
In fact, the entire evening's been pretty good to us as well, Chris. But looking back on our day, especially the numbers, 59 this morning as advertised is where we started out on a bit of a chilly morning. And then topping out at 83, back above our normal high of 81 degrees. Quite a change considering we were quite a bit chilly throughout the early part of this week for sure. Mostly clear skies still on top of us right now, but cloud cover is edging in from the west. But any big thunderstorms are staying to the southwest and northwest of the region. But that's the sign of another warm front that'll pass on through during the morning hours. In the meantime, though, lower to middle 70s. That's where we all sit right now at the top of the 10 o'clock hour. But as that warm front comes on in, we'll see some of that cloud cover coming as well with lows near 69. Maybe a random shower or storm. Emphasis on maybe for a couple spots in our western counties, but partly to mostly sunny skies throughout the day. And a good south wind, Chris, will soar into the upper 80s for tomorrow. We'll see if we can hold dry and warm for Memorial Day as well, coming up in a few.
All right, Nick, thank you. Reports of an officer-involved shooting in Missouri Friday night. The incident taking place in Kansas City. Reports say it involved a car that was stolen earlier in the day. The officer involved in the incident was unharmed. No word yet on what led to the shooting or the condition of the person shot. An investigation into the incident is ongoing at this time. A Missouri woman has been jailed on animal cruelty charges after leaving her 4 dogs to die in a hot car. 25-year-old was visiting Florida at the time and says she thought she left the air conditioner running. Kelsey Thorad has more from Volusia County Court.
Visibly emotional, 25-year-old Tasia White stood before a judge Friday charged with 4 counts of animal cruelty.
I'm going to go ahead and find probable cause for each of the 4 counts. I'm going to leave the bonds where they came in at $2,500 each.
According to police, White left her 4 dogs, an adult golden doodle, a boxer, and 2 golden doodle puppies in her car while she and her boyfriend went to a restaurant in New Smyrna Beach. When they came back to the car, they told police they found all 4 dogs unresponsive and called 911.
We're pouring water on them, but they look unconscious.
The caller actually told the dispatcher that he came out here about halfway through that lunch to check on those dogs, and he said they were fine. But when they came out here after that lunch, he said somehow the AC in the car had shut off.
They accidentally turned the air conditioning off in the car, and they were trapped in a hot car, and now they're all laying on the side, and none of them are moving.
Police say all 4 dogs died. White was arrested hours later.
All right.
She's now being held behind bars on a $10,000 bond.
We take this time now to honor one of our many 4-state heroes. Sergeant Heath Wallace served in the Marines in the Gulf War, his hometown, Neodesha. We're proud to recognize Sergeant Heath Wallace, tonight's 4-state hero. Of course, to learn more about our other heroes or nominate one of your own at any time, you can do that at KOAMnewsnow.com. Coming up, a major retailer has announced they are no longer doing business with Russia. We'll have the details. Take a look at this. It's our tower camera, sponsored by R.E. Smith Construction. We show you this as often as we can to remind you of a very big project we're working on here at KOAM. If you'd like to learn more about this project, the good news is we have a whole website dedicated to that, or webpage rather, at KOAMnewsnow.com/power. Well, the first days of summer car wheeling and dealing may be more fireworks fizzle than pricing sizzle. Memorial Day weekend, one of the best car buying times of the year, has sellers and buyers going different directions on money because of inflation and supply chain issues. The average new car price about $45,200. That's up 18%. Average profit for dealers is over $5,000, while average dealer incentives are at an all-time low of $1,034, down from almost $3,000 a year ago. And 45% of buyers doing trade-ins end up getting used cars. A real estate expert says there's more need for new homes because of an inventory shortage and current high prices. Pamela Liebman of the Corcoran Group says the real estate industry is desperate for new houses to buy, and more homes are needed below $400,000. Census Bureau data shows new home sales plunging in April from March by more than 16%, and they're down about 27% from a year ago. Liebman says more inventory would take the pressure off the market, even for renters, and renters in major cities are facing sticker shock over high rent prices in popular markets. A major sports apparel retailer says it's done selling products in Russia. Nike says it will not renew franchise agreements in the Eastern European nation in light of Russia's invasion into Ukraine. The retail group, which operates stores throughout the country, says it will continue to sell what remaining goods it has, but stores will then close shops existing under the Nike brand after those goods are exhausted. Move by Nike follows other major retail brands like Starbucks and McDonald's, who are also ceasing operations in Russia. The baby formula shortage deepens nationally while a key maker awaits a renewed startup production date. Retail data firm Data Assembly says that out-of-stock rates have risen to 70% for the week ending May 22nd. That is a significant jump from the previous week's out-of-stock rate of 45%. Abbott Nutrition, which faced a major recall earlier this year, says its Sturgis, Michigan formula plant should restart on June 4th, but store shelves may not see them until mid-July. The FDA still has not reached a conclusion on whether bacteria at the plant caused infant infections from the formula. Delta Airlines summer plans may mess up your summer plans. Delta says it's going to make strategic cuts to some flights. Those flights come in peak summer season. The airline will trim 100 flights out of its schedule from July 1st through August the 7th. The Atlanta-based carrier says it's anticipating problems with factors such as weather, air traffic control, vendor staffing, and increased COVID cases that cause unscheduled absences. Changes are coming as summer demand increases despite inflation prices. TSA says 2.1 million travelers will pass through checkpoints daily. Hold on to your buns, because later we're celebrating a daily holiday.
But first, we were warm today and dry for this afternoon and evening, but can we keep it dry for the rest of the holiday weekend? Forecast next. It was nice to keep things, if I can say it correctly, quiet for this afternoon and evening, but we actually had to start out our morning with this quick little batch of showers and a couple of thunderstorms, mainly along the Kansas-Oklahoma line. That was from a complex that got itself going late last night in southeast Colorado and southwestern Kansas, but you can see how it just fell apart before it could completely work over the Joplin area. Anything from that in terms of rainfall, 1/4 to 3/4 of an inch of rain. Not a big soaker, and you saw how quickly those rain chances cleared out, so it didn't have a big impact on temperatures, that's for sure. Upper 70s the other day, near 59 to 60 degrees this morning. Then with partly the most sunny skies in the afternoon, a quick warm up into the lower 80s this afternoon. We're looking okay with the live shot from Indigo Sky outside of Seneca, Missouri. And from 7th and Ridgeline as well from the east side of the city, 73 at the airport and downtown with that southeast breeze at 7 miles per hour. We have lower to middle 70s all across the board with that southeast wind starting to pick up. And that's going to help us out in terms of not allowing temperatures to drop off so much throughout the night. In addition to increasing clouds coming in from the west, that's because we have a warm front, another front that wanting to come in during the overnight hours, but we also have this upper level ridge trying to build in, but this is mainly going to keep us warm for tomorrow, both the features at the surface and upstairs. But there's also this quick little upper level disturbance wanting to come out of Colorado and ride along the jet. All it's going to do for us as we go through the overnight is bring in some partly cloudy skies after 2 or 3 a.m. Here 6 a.m. we drop back into the upper 60s to near 70. As the front and that quick wave comes on in, maybe a random shower, maybe a random storm for some of our far western counties around sunrise. But those slight rain chances will not last long. We are looking good for the rest of the upcoming afternoon. But that warm front passing through kicks our south wind at 15 to 25 during the day. That'll take us from 69 in the morning, 82 by noon. Joplin, you'll top out at 88 for tomorrow afternoon, with everybody else topping out in the middle to upper 80s. Here's your Memorial Day. We'll have some morning clouds and we'll just bounce back and forth between partly to mostly sunny skies throughout our Memorial Day. And warm, yeah, we're definitely going to stay warm for sure. And not to mention breezy with that south wind still at 15 to 25. 70 in the morning, 80 by noon. We'll push to 85 for your Memorial Day afternoon. It is nice that we're going through much of this holiday weekend with not a lot of rain chances to speak of. But once we hit Tuesday, here comes our next storm system. Some of those storms possibly could be strong to severe, so we'll keep an eye on Tuesday's setup closely. We'll look at how the rain chances want to stick with us as we have the active jet parked right on top of the area. So that means rain chances likely for Wednesday, Thursday, and then backing down to scatter storms Friday and Saturday. But 88 tomorrow and dry. 85 Memorial Day and dry. Perfect way to wrap up the holiday weekend, Chris, before the rain chances come knocking back on the door.
It's nice, you know, we've said it all night, but it is nice to have a nice holiday weekend because we rarely get that around here.
I know, Memorial Day weekend, normally we can't get through it without any big storms, but we're dry this time around.
I like it. Nick, thank you so much. Turning to sports, it's the final day of the Division II Outdoor Track and Field Championships.
I know, it's a mouthful, right? The Pitt State men entered the 3-day meet ranked 4th nationally. We have the latest on that. Plus, Pittsburgh High School has named its new head baseball coach. Hear from him next. Pittsburgh State and Missouri Southern are in Allendale, Michigan for the NCAA Division II Outdoor Track and Field Championships. Today is the final day of competition. The Pitt State men are the 2022 national champions. It's the program's second national title and first in outdoor. Individually, Lewis Rollins captures the national championship in the 110-meter hurdles with a time of 13.65 seconds. Braylon Brewer also claims an individual title in the 400 meters, setting a new school record time of 45.77 seconds. The PSU women come in ninth. It's their 4th top 10 national finish in the last 6 seasons. The Missouri Southern men placed 6th, tied for a program best. The women finished tied for 22nd. The Lions pick up 10 All-American performances. At the high school level, Joplin's Donovan Fowler wins not 1 but 2 state titles at the Class 5 Track and Field Championships. Fowler placed 1st in the triple jump and the long jump to cap off an undefeated season in both events. His winning long jump mark also breaks a state meet and school record. The Webb City Cardinals are finally back in action today in the opening round of the Class 5 state tournament. The last time the Cardinals played was over a week ago when they won the district championship against Carl Junction. Webb City faces Platte County in the quarterfinal round. The Cardinals trail by as much as 10 runs in the game. They make it close though in the end, but ultimately Webb City sees their season come to an end today, falling 11-7. Pittsburgh High School announces their next head baseball coach. Eric Miller is the new leader of the program. He takes over for Heath Matlock. Matlock stepped down at the conclusion of this past season after 10 years coaching the Purple Dragons. Now Miller returns to his alma mater. He went to Pittsburgh High School. He played 4 years at Pittsburgh State, and he also had a stint as an assistant coach for the Gorillas as well.
We just finished up a very successful season. I wish the next season started tomorrow. I know a lot of our kids. I've seen a lot of our kids grow up here. Play through the JL Hutch League, play through their travel teams. So excited to get out there and see what we can be as a team.
Carl Junction girls soccer returns to the state tournament for the first time since 2019, and the Bulldogs get a home game in the quarterfinal round. CJ hosting Glendale this afternoon, looking for a spot in the Final Four. Bulldogs trailing by 1. Cadence Arnold has a chance to tie it up here. Taylor Thompson, though, makes a nice save for Glendale. Other way now, traffic in the box. Falcons on the volley, 2-0 at half. And Glendale keeps the pressure on. Riley Heeman, with her left, finds the empty net. Then from the other side, she does it again. Second goal of the day to put the game away. Carl Junction season comes to an end. The Bulldogs fall 4-0.
Going in the first 10-15 minutes, I thought we played even. We were kind of back and forth, kind of both jabbing at each other. And then once we gave that goal, we kind of lost a little confidence with that. And then late in the first half, a minute, I think, under a minute or something like that, they scored the second goal with the ball down, and we just couldn't get cleared out of our box. So 2 mistakes here we're down 2-0 halftime. So we had a big hill to climb for the second half.
We're back after this.
Well, today is National Hamburger Day. It's the day to honor the celebrated summer food staple. You put it on a bun and devour America's favorite sandwich, even if it's veggie style now. You still have a little bit of time, so if you're looking for where to wheel and deal for free, you can use the Wendy's app, buy something, get a free junior bacon cheeseburger. Next Level Burger, they've got buy one, get one free. Get a free burger when using the Muya app if you spend $15. And Friendly's, you get a free sundae instead when you buy a burger. And of course, a sundae is something, it's perfect to pair with a burger. So why not have a sundae to go with your burger? See, I'm a big fan of burgers.
I prefer a concrete over a sundae, but hey, all good, no matter how you look at it.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, it's great to grill, so great to cook. And this is the perfect weekend to do it.
Yeah, when usually we have to dodge rain chances, certainly by Memorial Day, but we're dry for tomorrow, save for maybe a couple of showers in our western areas by morning. Otherwise, dry tomorrow with highs are 88, dry Memorial Day with highs are 85. Then we're going to see the better rain chances kick back into gear by Tuesday.
Certainly something to watch this week, but enjoy the weekend while you can. Yeah. And wrapping up sports, Miss Danny Terzer.
Well, the Pitt State men are national champions. They also pick up 2 individual championships in Braylon Brewer and Lewis Rollins.
An impressive performance up there in Michigan. That's a heck of a drive, too, to still be able to, after sitting so long, to get out there and do what they do.
Yeah.
So, guys, thank you so much. That is our time for now. We're back here tomorrow night at 9 and 10, and thank you so much for making us part of your night.